Hello everybody, my name is Damien Rocks and I'd like to welcome you to your Leo forecast for September 2012. So first of all, happy birthday to all you Leo people out there. Now of course most of you have probably already had your birthday by now, but the new moon in Leo coming up this weekend signifies the beginning of your astrological new year. In a sense that this is now the point at which you can begin to plan ahead. So for you right now, this moment involves planting seeds for what you'd like to achieve or to create in your life for the future. Astrologers call them solar returns, when the sun comes back to the position it was at the time of your birth. And so each year at your solar return, you really have the opportunity to set your intention in terms of what it is that you want to achieve. So I would definitely recommend for you that you spend some time over the weekend of the 18th, 19th, just to get your head around where you want to be and what your perfect year would look like, okay? This new moon period also brings in quite a constructive influence for you, but also something that may be a little challenging, just depending on your kind of basic disposition. So we'll look at it from 2 points of view. First of all, what I'm describing here is the influence of Mars and Saturn in Libra as they make a sextile aspect to the new moon, meaning that this new moon energy in Leo incorporates a structural and an organizational emphasis that you can take advantage of. So, for those of you who are so inclined, this beginning point is very much about putting your foundations in place. Leos are great organisers usually, so Leos are people that usually are quite good stepping up, taking charge and being an organiser in a certain area of life. So for those of you who kind of mastered that side of things, you can really take this period now as a really opportune moment just to put your list, to get a list in place, to get organised, to get a very nuts and bolts kind of an approach to where you want to be. Mars and Saturn will help you do that. It's structural, it's long term, it's about planning for the future. So the next 28 days or so are great for you in terms of doing that. The other side of the coin though is that this influence can also bring about inhibition, setbacks and delays, okay? The connection between those two planets in Libra and the Sun and the Moon, as they currently stand in the sign of Leo, isn't necessarily a happy one. And so what this tells us from an astrological perspective is that there can also be a real frustration for those of you who may have a bit of a tendency to take the easy way out. Now, I'm going to say this with all due respect, but sometimes Leo can be known for a tendency towards laziness. Leos like to have things given to them, or they kind of like things to just fall into their laps. And like the great big pussycat that you are, sometimes with that Leo energy, you just want to lounge around in the sun and can't be bothered doing too much. What this influence will do in that case is it will bring restrictions and limitations forward for you to show you where it is in your life that you really need to pick up the pace. And so the next 28 days or so for you, again, comes back to that structural seed planning influence. But if you're a little bit too inclined to take the easy way out, then I would suspect you're also going to be looking at some kind of some tense situations, some kind of grinding energy that's going to make you sit up, pay attention, and maybe change your ways in a little bit. Okay, of course, you know there's nothing wrong with you and who you are, but it's just that this may be really bringing your attention to where you're not contributing enough in your own life and getting you to take a bit more of an active role. Alright, so anyway, happy birthday Leos. I hope you have a wonderful year ahead. There's lots of exciting opportunities on the horizon, so grab them with both hands. If you'd like to have a more personal consultation, then please get in touch. My name is Damien Rocks and you can contact me through my website www.starslikeyou.com.au. Enjoy!